All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Malzberg panel. You wait for this all day and all weekend and whatever. Founder of Less Government, Seton Motley, joins us, and we're awaiting the arrival of Roger Hedgecock, the host of the syndicated Roger Hedgecock radio show. And Seton, welcome back. I got to tell you, I can't take it anymore. And I've been saying this for the better part of a week now. Now we got the call for everybody at 1 o'clock today. They were supposed to leave work. They were supposed to leave school. I'm watching cameras, on CNN, New York. There's people, protesters in the streets. Explain to me, as I ask almost everybody on either side of the issue, how the heck is this a civil rights issue? How is this anything but a thug who robbed a store, beat up a cop, and got shot?
Well, you saw the 5 St. Louis Rams that raised their hands yesterday entering the football game. That's 10 more hands that were raised in Ferguson on the day in question. I don't know, other than to say that Obama needs a distraction. Obama needs something to distract from his scandals and his failures, other than more scandals and failures. And this is something where I think he's put out the call, the community organizer call. Ollie, Ollie, oxen free. Everybody rally. They say, we want justice. You got justice. Justice was, bad justice or no justice was back in the civil rights era when a black man got murdered for being black and protesting lunch counters and bathrooms and all those things, and was never, the murderer was never prosecuted. This guy got his day in court. From all I've heard, and I'm not a lawyer, he got that grand jury hearing. They got more information than just about any grand jury ever, to the point where the left said the grand jury got too much information.
Too much information. I know. And now, Rod.
Yeah, and they acquitted him. They acquitted him. That's justice. Justice was served.
Absolutely. But Roger, I don't know. CNN and all the media outlets are telling us that we need a new grand jury. This was unfair. The prosecutor should have resigned. The cop is unbelievable. You can't believe his testimony because he said Hulk. I mean, it just isn't ending.
No, it never will end. This will be one of those rallying cries like Mumia is in Philadelphia, for instance, who killed the cop, the black guy who killed the white cop. So you have a situation where these are rallying moments for liberals to rally around. It doesn't matter what the facts are. It doesn't matter there was due process. It doesn't matter that they got a day in court. All that matters is they now have a symbol to cling to of white oppression, the need to generate their black voters, the need to generate unrest so they can have more government programs and more government spending. The president wants $54 million, don't you know, today for cameras for cops, which actually is a good idea. But notice it's never a reduction of spending. It's always bigger government. This is the agenda. Rahm Emanuel promised us it would be this way. Every crisis is a chance to advance the agenda. This crisis is totally political in the sense that there have been dozens of white police officers killed by blacks. They have never caused this kind of uproar. For that matter, there have been dozens of blacks killed by blacks that have never caused this uproar. Why this uproar? Because they're trying to make the point that white police officers are constantly killing black people. It isn't true. In fact, the statistics are it's the other way around.
Right. And, of course, 94% of murdered black male civilians were killed by other black male civilians through 1985 through 2010, Seton.
Yeah, and I read a column by Brent Bozell and Tim Graham from MRC pointing out, remember what the media said about, because the media has been a contributing factor to this on a huge scale. The media wouldn't cover the Kermit Gosnell abortion trials because it was a local crime story.
Right.
Isn't this?
Yeah, I saw that piece. That was a great piece.
Story? This is a local crime story, is it not?
It absolutely is, Seton, and what a great point, because again, I'm going to read today on my radio show a list of white officers killed by blacks and find out why there hasn't been commensurate looting in those communities by white people when their cops are getting killed by blacks. It's an insane situation. Right, the liberal makes these things up.
Absolutely. Guys, we'll reconvene in next hour for part 2 of the Malzberg panel. A little scattered, but nonetheless, we will have them. So Give Me 5 is next. Don't go away.